Hey everyone, welcome back to another 31-minute solo podcast. We do these when we sort of feel the inspiration for it. We're sort of supposed to do it every week, but I don't always feel the prompt to do it. But today was spurred on by a post we did yesterday, and it was about what I ate in a day. There's a whole lot of different comments in there, and a couple that really got my attention were, one person said, you mustn't work very much or have kids. And somebody else said, I wouldn't have time to eat like this, or I think there was a few of those types of comments. And it really got me thinking. I'm freaking busy. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. I'm a part owner, or I started a company with a guy called Jamie. We have hundreds of people that work with us. And there's, every day I go in and sell houses, and that's what I do. It's like I'm part of the business as well. I'm not only just, help build it, but I also am part of it, in it. And me and a team of 7 people, we all work together. We're running fast every day like little ducklings on the water, paddling our little hearts out. The day starts early, finishes late. And I have kids. I have a newborn. I have big, old and ugly ones like Jackson that's sitting here with me. And it's like, it is relentlessly busy. Jackson drove to Sydney with me the other day, and at the end he goes, I don't know how you do that. He goes, I just couldn't do your job. The phone does not stop ringing. People don't stop asking things, wanting this. It's called life. Life is that. And here's the thing, the more successful you want to become, the more pain you got to go through, the more busyness you got to grow from, and the more stuff you got to deal with. You want a very average life, don't do much. Just don't do much at all. Don't push yourself. But when you want something badly enough, you will go after this thing at all cost. At all cost. You'll make it happen. And I want you to remember this saying. I actually just made it up. I haven't heard it anywhere else, but I just made it up because of those comments. You want it, you'll do it. Period. You want it, you'll do it. You want to lose the weight, you'll do it if you want it enough. You won't creep around eating the junk food. You won't go through the drive-thrus. You won't eat the sugary stuff. You won't say to yourself, just one bit, just one, I deserve it. No, you don't deserve it. You need to lose weight. That's why you're doing it. You want to get fitter? Push yourself in the gym, or if you're running or doing whatever, but go out of your way to learn what the best people do and do that. And do that. You have to change your habits, because wherever you're up to right now, your habits have taken you there. So your choices and habits have taken you there. And a habit is nothing more than a choice you just keep making over and over again to get used to it, and you get used to doing it. And that's a habit. That's what it is. So if you're not living the best version of you and you know it, change your choices, change your habits, and then your results will change. But if you don't want it enough, you won't do it. If you want it enough, you will do it at all cost. So it made me laugh on that video yesterday, because I live like that now. I don't, and I was driving along yesterday in the car thinking to myself, I don't eat junk food. I don't eat the sugar stuff. I don't eat the takeaway. I don't eat any of that stuff. Why? Because I made a decision a year or two, maybe 2 years ago, to live at optimum gut health, live at optimum health. That's the journey. I'm on a mission right now. I'm on a mission to find the best version of me. I know I say it a lot, but I am the most optimum version of me. So what does that mean? I've got to sleep enough. I've got to eat really well. I've got to make time for the important things. I've got to say no to some stuff. I want an amazing company. We're expanding at a big rate, and it's taken a long time. I've been in real estate for almost 30 years. I've worked really hard to get here, real hard. And I'm not backing off from this thing. I'm like, let's see what we can do with this. I've had 2 divorces. I want a successful 3rd marriage. Am I amazing at it? No, but I study it. I really look at what people say. Why do marriages fail? What is it with me? What is all that stuff? Am I self-centered? Yeah, I am. I am, because I've got to take care of myself along the way. Like, there's a 22-year age gap between me and Tara. I'm going to be 60, she's going to be 40, around, just under. She's 29, I'm 51. So part of my thinking is, okay, when I was younger, I didn't really care. I had a good body. I used to go to the gym, sort of. I used to do stuff, but I was like working really hard in the middle of all that, wasn't training, got quite unhealthy, and I looked terrible. So I'm like, okay, well, how you look is a result of what you do. I better do something about it. That was almost 10 years ago now, maybe 8 years ago. And I've been on this journey. I probably look better now than I did at 35. So I'm like, okay, well, what's possible now then? So this next 10 years, I'm like, okay, I want to get to 60 and Tara not be embarrassed of me. That's a driver for me. Do I want it? Yes. So I need to do it. So what does that mean? I've got to allocate time. I bought gym stuff. I have a factory that I train in. So I don't have to go to the public gym and I can sort of just go in there and train and do my thing. I put some cardio stuff at home for when I can't get to the factory. And now I have a routine that ensures if I do the work, that I'll stay at my very best version of me for now, but then I'm going to dial it in and dial it in and dial it in and go further. But it's not just how you look. It's your energy. Why am I chasing this gut health journey? Because I used to eat, I had no idea what I was doing. I thought I used to eat good. I just looked terrible. Chicken, rice, eggs, and Weet Bix. That's pretty much all I used to eat. I thought I was doing right because I was like lean and things, but I looked grey. I looked like the food I was eating. So I learned about these things and I was like, okay, well, what else is out there? I met a few people and I heard about gut health, then I absorbed myself in it, then I met Mick the Podman and then, met Tommy and I did all this stuff, but it is useless unless you do it. So now I'm like, okay, I'm seeing that gut health is responsible for how your skin looks, your energy levels, your health in general, diseases, all sorts of stuff, bones, this, that, everything. It's the answer for all of it. But unless you stick to it, you may as well not do it. You can't just sort of do it. Well, you can, but the results aren't the same. So do I want it? Yeah, and I've got to do it. So those comments on those videos are really laughable because what I've done is put appointments in my diary to eat. That's it. I'm really good at time management. That's real estate requires it. So if I say I want optimum gut health and it's going to take years to actually get there, or it doesn't take years, it takes slight adjustments over a long period of time. But I think to see the full benefit of it, it's going to take years because you've got to reverse all of the stuff how you were before. And then to look, amazing or look the best you can, it takes time to operate and stay like that. So I'm like, can I put half an hour at 12 o'clock or 12:30 and eat and make my food and eat and not go buy sandwiches and things like this. And I don't eat wheat anymore. I don't eat gluten anymore. I don't eat all sorts of things. Can I do that? Yeah, I can. In the morning, can I make a healthy breakfast before I go to work? That's exactly what Tommy said, and take my pods and things like this. Yeah, I can. Can I have a shake at 10:30 and nothing else? Yeah, I can. Can I have a shake after I train in the afternoon, and I've got to make sure I slot in training? So all it means is I've got to block out that time right there. But then it's getting efficient with time. I can't just train every afternoon, but what I do is go train and I call clients and deal with things and put deals together in between each set. That's what I do. So I'll do a set, make a phone call, do a set, make a phone call, do a set, and I'm out of there in 45 minutes. 31 minutes, an hour, something like that. Depends on what it is. But I've done my cardio in the morning and then I do my weights in the oven and then back to work if I need to be. Like tonight, I've got appointments and then I've got a Zoom call tonight with a group of people at 6 o'clock. And then I'll make dinner after that. Then I'll have the saunas after that. Well, actually, I have saunas first and then make my dinner, and I've learnt now that I don't like eating dinner before sauna because I feel like worn out by it. So I'm like, you got this day as like a canvas, a blank canvas. And then it's up to you to put these time slots in based on what you value most. That's what time management is. If people say they don't have enough time, well, you do. It's how you use it. So what do I say no to? I say no to so much stuff. I don't have lunches with people. I don't go out too much. I go out to Tara with date night. We go out once a week, but I like eating dinner with Tara. I like eating, if sometimes I'll watch a little bit of telly, sometimes with her. Last night I didn't. She said, do you want to watch Vanderpump Rules? And I sort of said, nah, I'm a bit tired. But it's not, I'm saying no to her. I've got to get to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock at the latest. That's what I've got to do. So I get up at 4:30 to 5 o'clock or 5:30, whatever time it is. So I've got between there and 8:30 to put in my highest value tasks first, and then put all the stuff around it, and I plan for chaos in the middle of the day. Because you don't know what's going to come. And I'm very careful on what I say yes to in terms of appointments. I built a team around me so I can manage time even better. But it wasn't always like that. It wasn't. It was just me. But then I decided to get really good at what I did. I mean, like, I wanted to get amazing at what I did. So that attracted more to me. It attracted more results, more profile, more people, more stuff. And slowly and surely and slowly and surely. But every time I've wanted to do something, whether it's transforming my body, whether it's transforming my gut health, whether it's making sure this marriage is the best it physically can be, whether it's building a company, attracting a team, creating number one in a company, when I made the decision, I stuck to it. I designed it and stuck to it. Well, designed it the best that I could, and I'd hear another idea and I'd put it in, and sometimes I'd take something out. So my morning structure is before Tara gets up, I do the breathing, ice bath, red light, bed, cardio. And if I've got a bit too much going on that day, I just won't do the cardio. I'll take that out because I don't need to do it exactly, but I like doing it. But it's not a make or break. I don't need to lose 30 kilos, and it's a must do. If you need to lose 30 kilos, you must leave the cardio there. You have to. Take the red light bed out. You don't need that. One of my objectives, I've got fairly average skin, white, freckly, average skin. Tommy has amazing skin. I said to him, I want skin like yours. He said, mate, that's easy. Do this, eat this, do this, blah. So one of my values now is to get to 55 and be way better in terms, not so much looks, but the energy, I don't know what you call it exactly, the version of me, the attractiveness, I don't know if it's the right word, but it's like, I'm not trying to look younger. I'm trying to look the best maintained version of me. But that takes commitment and decisions. If I just keep eating lollies and chocolate, you become like what you eat. It's so true. You look like what you eat. So I'm just not prepared to put that stuff in my body. And Tommy is a living version. He's 59. He looks 40. Why is that? Because he's lived this diet and way of life that's actually helped him maintain really well. No different than a beautiful car that's been washed and cared for 30 years. It looks mint. People say it looks mint. Yeah, I want to look as mint as I can as well, for a whole number of reasons. 1, self-confidence. 2, energy. 3, for Tara. 4, I'm a walking advertisement for when people do business with me at work. 5, just an example of what you can do. I like seeing what is possible. It drives me. So if you're struggling with time, or you're struggling with getting to the gym and you might not want to, and that's completely fine. But whatever it is, and you keep saying, oh, I've really got to get onto this. I was talking to someone yesterday. They said, I've really got to get back into training. Well, I've said it before, but do it. But you don't want it enough. That's why you don't do it. If you want it, you'll do it. Period. If you're struggling with it, you just don't want to stop enough. Period. And I'm an expert in this area because I have been a drug addict. Why didn't I stop? Because I actually didn't really want to. Because if you want to, you'd stop. If you can't save money, you just sort of don't want to. You get an impulse of spending. You like it. You get an energy hit because you bought something. That's really why. If you can't lose the weight and you're trying, but if you really broke your diet down and really got honest with yourself, you're probably not eating what you need to based on your body type or your bloods. I've given you the answers here with the other videos. Go see someone like Tommy and get your bloods done and get him to arrange a diet. I'm getting leaner the more I eat. And he told me that would happen. So there is the answers out there, but you've got to be friggin' bothered to do it. So if you're not doing it, remember, you just don't want it enough. But the great thing about it is you can hear this message and you can say to yourself, enough is enough. I've had enough of in, out. Today, I'm going to make a decision to achieve this, whatever it may be for you. And I'm going to find the answers to this thing. And you go on that journey. And every time you hear something that resonates with you, put it in and make it a part of your daily choice. And if you make it a part of your daily choice, it'll turn into a habit. The habit will stick. You'll become consistent because you can control consistently. You will become so consistent at that thing. It won't just be a habit. It'll be a way of life. And then every result you've ever dreamed of will come to you.